Memory fragment 3 of 12 restored.
We stand amongst the relics of our ancestors' achievements. Ancestors who, by nature, we as a species desire to surpass and humiliate with our own greatness. The pharaohs ensured their immortality when they left their mark upon the earth. Many lives were lost during the construction of the pyramids. Lives that meant nothing, for where one slave fell, there was always another who could take his place. The Aztecs, too, built mighty temples upon which they appeased their gods with slaughter. And the Black Death left us with bones that our European ancestors, they saw fit to assemble into churches. All of these structures still stand, while the people who built them are nothing more than statistics and dust. What this room teaches us, what history teaches us, is that no great structure can exist and endure without great sacrifice. But Winter Horde does not believe that another smear need be left on humanity for the sake of creating something greater than ourselves. We do not believe that it is only brutality which leads to immortality. That is why we brought you Elysia. Through Elysia we leave behind more than the shadow of an imprint. We leave behind our memories, digital copies of our very souls, and we do so without sacrifice.
But Professor, is Elysia healthy for those left behind after the death of a loved one?
If we did not believe so, the system would be terminated immediately. On the contrary, our figures show the grieving process is not at all hindered by Elysia.
Is it ethical to turn memories into a commodity? Should Elysia not be accessible by everyone?
You exaggerate. We believe that all souls have worth. Only people whose souls are deemed harmful are refused entry to Elysia. And such instances are rare. We will not deprive everyone of Elysia because of the actions of a small few. That is ethical. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand at the helm of the single most important development in the history of the human race.
Memory fragment 4 of 12 restored.
This country has taken for granted the service of its people for too long. Soldiers and the common man have contributed vast amounts to the betterment of our society, sometimes even at the cost of their lives. I promise to overhaul our country's crumbling social and benefit system, guaranteeing that the people who give their all are not forgotten or left behind.
Can I help you?
Good evening, Mr. Solomon. I'm Lily Misaki, PR manager from the None of the Above campaign. I watched your speech. You have a lot of talent.
Thank you.
I didn't stop you just to compliment you, Mr. Solomon. So I'll cut to the chase. I have a proposition for you.
I could not have gotten here without your help. So if you're going to congratulate anyone tonight, congratulate yourselves. Cheers.
Nathaniel Solomon? I'm Dana Scott. I've been following your campaign. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you. Likewise.
You've been following my campaign?
Well, maybe not that part.
Sadly, I have another party to go to, but I had to introduce myself before I left.
Well, I hope we meet again.
I'll make sure we do. Memory fragment 5 of 12 restored.
Good morning, Mr. Parker. You had a close call yesterday. You look much better today. We'll have you out of here in no time. Time of death, 22:58. Take him through to the lab.
We haven't even told his family yet. They should be told.
Questioning my conduct. You have your instructions. Get on with it. Without sacrifice, there can be no progress. It was nothing personal. I was fond of Mr. Parker, but he was unlikely to last the year. Why waste months waiting for him to shuffle off this mortal coil? All actions are justified in the pursuit of knowledge, and now I can continue my research for Persephone. When all is said and done, is it really murder to kill a dying man?